Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Just over 3 million vehicles traveled I-70 through Summit, weekends only this ski season, including 4-day weekends. That's equal to the population of Arkansas, and just barely busier than last season. Exit 205 in Silverthorne is stuck right in the middle of all that traffic, and CDOT has a staggering prediction for the next 20 years there.
We're looking at about a 40% traffic increase on the corridor.
That means up to 11,600 more vehicles every day exiting where Highway 9 meets US Highway 6. This morning, Silverthorne was pleading with CDOT, show your busiest exit a little more love.
You know how much 205 is important to us, making sure that that gets on this step and getting it into the 10-year step so that it would be eligible for funding.
Updating Exit 205 is not in CDOT's immediate plans. They say they need more studies on the future of what traffic could bring. A Summit County man racked up 5 criminal charges late last week when he broke into a home and violated a restraining order. He is accused of domestic violence. He also had drugs on him. 2 new mayors are taking office today. In Breckenridge, Mayor Kelly Owens was just sworn in. She is the first woman mayor in town history. In Frisco, Mayor Pro Tem Rick Inkin is moving up to mayor. Outgoing Mayor Hunter Mortensen did not run again. Town of Breck is passing a new law made to punish property owners who let historic buildings fall apart. It is called demolition by neglect. It started with historic sheds, but now covers all historic structures. And the penalties are steep: fines, criminal charges, and a freeze on building permits. Summit County is the hottest destination in the nation's busiest forest, nearly 19 million visitors in 2022, up from 12.5 million just 5 years earlier. Local ranger Sam Massman says skiing is not to blame.
If you think about campgrounds, ski areas, you buy a ticket, you have a capacity. Well, that capacity has largely been reached. So where does all this visitation go? For us, like our front country trailheads, the Spruce Creeks, the Quandaries, the Frisco Backyards.
His boss, District Ranger Adam Bianchi, admits fixing up trailheads has not always been a top priority.
Admittedly, the Forest Service over the years, we've had this kind of antiquated thought of like, well, if you build it, it'll cause more people to come. I think that doesn't matter. I think they're coming regardless. We're kind of playing catch up, but we need to start building our facilities to match that.
But it starts now. Rangers are meeting with local towns to identify the busiest trailheads, places like Lily Pad Lakes in Wilderness, Miners Creek in Frisco, Quandary Peak south of Breck.
As those crowds have increased, we haven't developed bathrooms, we haven't added trash cans, we haven't really done much to accommodate them.
This first step, identify the hottest hotspots. Then, find the money. Grant funding is a start. So are local towns. They could chip in. After that, day use fees. Says Bianchi, bathrooms and trash cans could justify a fee at your favorite trailhead. Today we are in the classroom, asking you to nominate your favorite local teacher. Send your nominations to phil@krystal93.com or send me a message on Facebook with your favorite teacher's name and school and why they deserve a round of applause. That's in the classroom on Krystal 93, asking you to nominate educators making a difference every day right here in Summit. Proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards and the Summit Foundation Bright Futures Fund. In sports, the Rockies play the Padres tonight at 6:40. The Avalanche are fighting to even a playoff series with the Jets, 7:30 on ESPN. And in local sports, Summit High Girls Soccer is playing Glenwood Springs at home. Girls Lacrosse has Grand Junction away. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.